Hey everyone, George Bailey here. Today I'm chatting to Victorian gun and newly signed Melbourne Stars batsman, Will Pucovski. Will's played just 22 first-class games and he's already compiled 6 centuries, 3 of them doubles. In a world where T20 cricket often dominates the headlines, Will's ability to bat for as long as he does and score as many runs as he does is as refreshing as it is impressive. He's got an awesome head of hair, he's a great bloke, and I can't wait to catch up with him today. G'day Will.
G'day Bales,
How's things? Before we start, I normally ask where your first junior cricket club was, but I'm really interested. You're obviously a man after my own heart with a little bit of a Larry short. Can you tell me about what you're running there?
These are the squash shorts, George. They're run by Jack Watts, former Brighton grammarian, which is where I went to school as well. So I have about 9 different pairs, so we can rotate through. You might see a few over the summer.
So was Brighton Grammar your first cricket club, or did you play some club cricket as well?
I played my local cricket at Hampton United Cricket Club, which is just down the road in my street, so it's at the local dog park. So we were down there from when I was 7 years old. I reckon when I was about 11, I went to Caulfield and played in the subbies for a couple of years. Couldn't get a game in the first, so just moved to Melbourne at age 14. Any
particular advice that any coaches gave you as you were growing up that you still live by to this day, or that still rings in your ears?
I had a school coach who was very wise. His name was Gary McPhee at Brighton Grammar, and when I was in year 7 I was playing in the first and I was so nervous. Like, I was, again, a little tacker. I was a bit chubby as well then. I just remember being so anxious, not knowing all these year 12 kids. Like, we were at a different part of the school to them and everything. He said, mate, you'll be fine, just go out and enjoy it. And I sort of try and remember that mantra every time when I go out to play now. Just enjoy it and see what happens.
Gets it away, backward to square leg. He runs the first quickly. He's going to come back for the second. And it's 200 for Will Pucovski. What a performance by this young batsman. Back-to-back double centuries.
What do you think it gives you the ability to A, bat for long enough to score the runs, and B, have the capacity to score hundreds?
When I was a kid, I never believed that I had that greater ability. So I always just found ways to stay in and sort of noodle the ball around and make my 30 retired. Like, I just hated going out. So I used to watch like Sammy Harper, who smacks them for the Renegades now, is one of my best mates. And I remember going away to a 17s carnival with him where he absolutely smacked him, and he's just hitting sixes left, right and centre. I'm like, I couldn't hit it to the next wicket over there, like in the air, and he's just hitting sixes for fun. So I sort of just started to learn pretty quickly what my game was about and just tried to sort of improve that rather than try and be someone I wasn't.
So speaking to you today, you didn't eat before training, so you just load up post-training.
I don't know what it is, I just get a bit anxious and sort of leave a lot of it. I sort of have managed to I get a smoothie down in the morning now before a game or before training, but yeah, pretty light on until afterwards, and then you're absolutely starving for the whole afternoon, so you got to catch up a little bit.
You are in the test squad, which is really exciting. How have you handled the selection and the journey so far?
Yeah, I've loved it. I've had a couple of experiences where I've been in and around the group before. I think I've developed as a person quite a bit over the last couple of years, and it's one of those things where you sort of learn what works for you, and I've sort of worked out that staying away from a lot of the noise is probably better for me and just sort of getting to business. I'll just be doing everything I can to help the boys out, and whether it's on the field or off the field, try and get us a big series win this summer.
Well, here's to great shorts and spending lots of time in the middle. Have a good one.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it.